All right. So today I'm looking right here first. So that way we are aware of what needs to be done by the end of class and the description of the day. So we're going to use our U Science results, part 1, career cluster. You will log on to U Science. You will sort careers based on educational investment. So 1 to 3 years of educational investment, aka class, that should be your certificate and associate's degrees. And then 4 years of educational investment, and then 5+ years of educational investment, aka usually meaning careers that need a bachelor's at the minimum, but also maybe a master's and a doctoral degree. And then we're going to label the career with our correct career cluster. Okay. By the end of class, we need to have turned in career chart column A and B. All right. So where is that in our packet? So if we flip our packet, we're going to be focused right here. So we're going to focus on page number 3, page number 4, and then we're probably going to need to utilize page 5. And right here where it says stop, that tells us that we are done for the rest of the day. So make sure you're aware of that. Okay. So first things first, we want to log into U Science. U Science should already be saved into your computer from last year. Most of you, it is true. So you're going to go to uscience.com. So go ahead and go to uscience.com. YOUSCIENCE.com. Hit log in. All right, let me log myself out really quickly so that way you can see it. All right, so your information should already be here. All right, it should be. Now, if it is not here, make sure you ask Ms. Brawley or Ms. Markley to show you how to do it. So what I need you to do is I need you to raise your hand and say, my password isn't working, or I do not know my password. Let Ms. Brawley know, and Ms. Brawley is going to change your password to college, COLLEGE, all lowercase. Give her a moment to do this. If that is you, make sure you pause this video in order to do it. The rest of us continue to listen, and I want you to hit log in. All right, so you're going to go up here. You're going to hit your careers. All right, so here I'm seeing all sorts of different things. I'm looking at my different careers. Now, again, it's really important that we understand that we want to be choosing jobs not only are we interested in, but more importantly, we're good at, we have strengths in. Because if you remember last year, remember that exercise where I made you write with your least dominant hand, for most of you, your left hand, an entire paragraph, and how hard that was, how frustrating, how angry you got. Some of you said you got tired. It takes some time. So we want to make sure that we are we are being smart about this. So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to only choose careers that are green, and it will say strong over a fit, and blue. You cannot choose any other career. It needs to be green or blue, okay? And each one of you is seeing something different from my information. All right, so let me show you how you would do this. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to focus on 3 things. We're just going to focus on column A right now. All right, so I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to do column A. I'm going to show you how to do one example in column for 4 years of educational investment, an example for 5+ years, and then I'll show you how to do the career cluster. All right, so first, you're going to go to your U Science, and you are going to hit the 0 to 3. When I hit the 0 to 3, it's going to show me careers that only require, most likely, a certificate to an associate's degree. So I'm going to choose one of these careers that I think I could be interested in. So I'm going to look through some of them. Ooh, I've always told myself I would love to become a flight attendant. That would be like my plan B if I didn't want to be a teacher anymore, because you get to travel. So right here, I know what a flight attendant is, but if I'm confused, I can click on it and I can kind of read what the day in the life of a flight attendant is. So I get a little information. So I'm going to go back to my careers. Now, is it green or blue? It is. So it's totally okay that I put it here. So I'm going to put flight attendant. I'm going to do that 2 more times for jobs that I'm actually interested, again, that are either green or blue. Okay. Next, I'm now going to move to 4 years of education. What degree do you need with a 4-year education? Bachelor's. Okay, so I'm going to unclick 0 to 3 and I'm going to hit 4. I'm going to choose 3 jobs again that require me to at least get a bachelor's degree. Now I'm going to look. They need to either be green or blue. So I'm going to look to see a job that seems really interesting. Marketing manager seems interesting. Advertising and promotions manager seems interesting. Training and development manager. I've been told I'd be really good at this one. Meeting, convention, and event planner seems pretty good. Fundraising, I'm super good. You know what? I am really good at fundraising money. So I'm going to put public relations and fundraising. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same thing down here. Again, remember, I'm repeating 2 more times. So I'm going to unclick, and then I'm going to go here and click. Now, needing 5+ years. I've always thought it was cool to maybe be a college administrator, so I would be the one choosing what kids get to go to school, something I'm kind of already doing on the other side of the high school side. Sports medicine physician, you know, I just not fun. I don't think that's fun to be a physician. Educational counselor, that's something I'm like already kind of doing. Oh, marriage family therapist. I could tell you a lot about your marriages. Oh, cannot keep going. There's orange right here. So I'm just, for sake of time, I'm going to say an educational counselor because that's something that like I'm already really kind of passionate about. I love these results because this literally matches who I am to the core. Now, so I've done this a total of 3 times for every section, 0 to 3, 4, and then 5, okay? So I've completed that step. It's totally okay if you want to read through that information, but we do not want to spend way too much time. You want to choose and move on. Choose and move on. Okay. So the next step of our packet is now we have to figure out, we got to look at the career clusters. So we're going to scroll down here. So you're going to go to this page and we need to look at the career clusters. If you can't read the chart, a digital version will be waiting for you in Google Classroom. You're going to select a career cluster for every career listed. You want to look for trends. Place a star next to career that you see most often. Why are clusters important? Okay, so you are looking at these 16 different clusters and you want to see, okay, which one of these matches up here, okay? So flight attendant is the first one I'm looking for. I see architecture, agriculture, architecture, arts, business management, education and training, finance, government, health science, hospitality and tourism. It says encompasses the management, marketing, and operations of restaurants and other food services, lodging, attractions, recreation events, and travel-related services. Ooh, this sounds really interesting. But then human services, because I'm helping humans. So I'm going to think it's maybe hospitality or human services. But fun fact, something that might work and it might not is going like this, which I didn't even think about that. It's a type of transportation. So super, super interesting. That honestly, I wouldn't have even thought about that one from the top of my head, no lie. So, and I go down here, transportation lodging. So I think it could fall under a couple different things, but I want to go with which one I think is, so hospitality, travel related services, helping humans, flight, transportation. Let's go with what Google said, and I'll put transportation because I am helping people get from one spot to another. But also, like, I have to be hospitable. If you've ever been on a flight, you want a nice flight attendant, everything in between. Now, same here again, public relations and fundraising manager. Now, I'm actually going to go back here and I'm going to go to 4 and I'm going to read the description again for what public relations and fundraising manager is. Create and maintain a favorable public image for their employer, client when engaged in fundraising. They plan, direct, or coordinate activities to solicit and maintain funds for special projects or nonprofits. Media releases. It seems like you work with a business. So let's go here again. Let's go look. Business management. Business management administration careers encompass planning and organizing and directing and evaluating business function. It says that they plan. interesting. Not too hard. So I might have to read the description and under day in the life to figure it out, but this one is going to be, I'm going to write business. All right, educational counselor. This one's not too hard. It kind of goes hand in hand. Education kind of says the name in it. So education. Bam. Now I have, oh, let me write this one under here. So far, 3 different clusters. And that's totally okay and that's totally appropriate. All right, so what's really important is once you've completed column A and then you go back in and complete column B, stop. You are done for the day. So turn in work to your seminar teacher once it's completed and make sure that all questions for this section have been answered.